Hey, everybody. Today I want to talk to you about childhood wounds, childhood trauma, and how that works in your life and why it may mean that you have a 5-year-old making your decisions for you. I'm Sharon Smith, and childhood trauma and childhood wounds are a big topic of conversation these days, and I want to explain to you my take on how that happens and why it happens, how it's showing up in your adult life, and I have a solution for it. So let's just do this as a for instance. Let's say you're 5 years old and you feel abandoned. Now, you may have actually been abandoned, but something as simple as being at kindergarten and having your mom not pick you up because she had a flat tire, that can register as abandonment also. The important thing is that you were 5 and you felt abandoned, and it was horrible. It was like the end of the world. So, whether it went on that one time or whether it went on for a while, your brain keeps registering that because your 5-year old was always afraid of that happening, right? So, you kind of draw that thing towards you. Now, here's where it gets really, really interesting. So, you've got abandonment in there. Your brain steps in and does a fascinating thing. Your brain's primary function is to keep you safe, to keep you in your body. So after you've had that feeling going on for a while, your brain says, yeah, it's unpleasant, but this is a survivable event. It's a survivable thing, feeling abandoned. It begins to register that not only as normal, but as a part of your safe zone. It's safe for you to feel this unpleasant thing, abandonment. You're starting to see how this might begin to play out in your adult life. So you're all grown up. You've got that abandonment pattern. And you may have a pattern of relationships where you are abandoned. You're playing that thing out, that pattern out, because your brain gets triggered to keep you safe. So let's say you all of a sudden have a new relationship. You feel wonderful. You don't feel abandoned. It feels really good to you. You're falling in love. And all of a sudden your brain goes, oh, hold out. Wait, stop. Hold up there just a minute. This is new stuff. This is new territory. We don't know anything about this feeling. This is not safe. This is potentially so unsafe that it might not be survivable. So your brain is going to be triggered to stop you from enjoying that safe relationship because it isn't safe for you because of your 5-year-old. Isn't that interesting how this works? I'm fascinated by this stuff. So, your 5-year-old or 3-year-old or whatever it was for you, that one is in your decisions. They're in your relationships. They're calling the shots in that. They're probably showing up in your work life. They're in your money. They're everywhere. So, okay, we all know this, and a lot of people are spending years in therapy to try and work through some of these things. So now you're saying, okay, if you're talking about this, do you have some better solution? And the answer is yes, I do. I developed a process called Safe, Secure, and Loved. And what we do in there are several things. First, we go in and we use some tapping and we immediately calm the amygdala. We calm that part of your brain where the fight or flight response, which is that old trauma response, is generated. Calm that down. And then we do exactly what it describes, safe, secure, and loved. We give compassion to that 5-year-old or whatever age you were self for whatever they were feeling. Get them to where they feel better. And then we provide them with a place, we create a place for them to go where they are always able to feel secure, to feel safe, and to know that they're always loved. Now, once we do those things, you can see profound changes in your adult life just from even a few minutes of this work. So where are you doing this work, Sharon? Well, I'm doing a little bit of it in video work, but not really. Mostly where this is turning up is with private clients. I've done this in there for a long time now. But I also do this routinely when my private group breakthrough meets. I work with a number of members on each call, each session, because you can attend live if you're here in Southeast Florida. I take requests, and some of those involve one of those kids. So we get the kids safe. And if you are considering doing some work with me, I would encourage you to take one of those options. I really would. Join Breakthrough. And if it happens where I don't actually work one on one with you and call on you, it doesn't matter because you're doing the process with us as we're doing it for someone else. It's even recorded a zillion times over in Breakthrough in the replays. As a member, you have access to those 24/7, and you can go and get your child calmed down so that you can feel better now in your adult life. Does that sound good? I'm going to give you the links up here to this. Breakthrough is $47 a month, and we meet 3 times a month. And you get access to this great library of work. It's a little bit like having Sharon on demand. If you're awake at 2 in the morning and thinking, oh my gosh, I have this going on, just log in and you've got some help right there. How would that be? Pretty cool. Now, if you've got big childhood stuff going on, you might want to let me know. You might want to have a conversation about that. Private work may be in the cards for you. It might be something you're interested in. I'm going to put the links above this once Facebook lets me do it, and on YouTube, the links will be immediately below this video. Let's have a conversation, or come join Breakthrough. It's a good thing. So you and all of your inner children, so much love. I'll see you again soon.